guys, Rose here with the Cackling Moon. This is going to be a Rambling Rose video. With the Rambling Rose, I just like to talk. And I wanted to do one of those this weekend, but I had other things pop up. But now that I have some time, why don't we ramble? So I have the original Rider-Waite deck in my hands. This is actually the tarot deck that I first started my journey with. I remember I bought it used on Amazon, and it was the very first deck that I started to really dive in deep and learn. So it's really sentimental for me. So what do I want to talk about? I'm really feeling the I'm really feeling the full moon energy today. And usually, like, the full moon energy isn't that bad. It's more emotional and the emotions come out, but that really hasn't happened this time around. I have been noticing just impatience. I think I've been dealing a lot with impatience today. And I recently came across some stuff happening on the Tumblr tarot community, the tarot community on Tumblr, which I think this text message is going to answer that. Oh, so never mind. But anyway, some stuff that I came across on the tarot community on Tumblr was content being stolen. So there are blogs out there. There's numerous amounts. And this is something that has happened, you know, over and over again, where the person hosting the Tumblr account will find it necessary for them to steal content from other tarot users. Now, I know this sort of thing happens on other blogs, but I say tarot because the tarot community is the one community that I am the most involved with on Tumblr. And it just makes me so angry and it's frustrating to see people's content, and it could be spreads. I've had some of my spreads stolen before. Pictures. I think the photos are the biggest thing. I haven't really encountered my photos being stolen, but I do know a numerous amount of other tarot readers on Tumblr who have had their photos stolen. And these bloggers will use the content, they won't source it, and they will use it for themselves. And it's even gotten as disgusting where some of these content creators will steal other people's pictures and use it to advertise their own services. How is that even, how do you even do that? Like, how is that okay? And how do you even think that that would be even okay to do? And do you really think that by stealing someone's content that you are not going to get found out and that people aren't going to notice what you're doing and they're not going to recognize, you know, those photos and know that it's not yours? Like, I don't understand how these kind of things happen. And it's really saddening to me because a lot of these tarot readers, myself included, we put a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of time, for one, into what we create. For me personally, my tarot spreads are very important to me. My tarot spreads, I sit down and I create every single one. Where is my spread journal? Let me show you. I actually have a book. This is my spreads journal. This is the journal that I write down all of the spreads that I have in the shop. All of them. They're all in there. All of my reading ideas, everything, it's all in here. This whole journal is jam-packed with tarot spreads that I personally created, that I don't copy from anyone else, that it's all purely mine, and that is actually what the Cackling Moon is so special about. The Cackling Moon hosts readings that I personally create myself. I don't use anyone else's spreads. I don't use spreads created by other people. I use my own personal spreads. And it makes me so sick to know that There's people out there that will steal content and they won't source. And I think it's really sad. Does that deter me from publicly posting a spread, word by word, what it is for other people to see and perhaps steal? No. Because I know I have a lot of followers out there that want to know what is what is my full moon spread? What is the spread for my Halloween ones? Like all of my Halloween readings that I did this year in my shop, if you went into the description portion of it, you would see the list of the whole spread for those readings. So I knew by putting that out there that can potentially be stolen. Of course I put a little note saying, if you use my spread, please, source me. But that doesn't mean that everybody's going to follow that and do that. So it does make me sad. It makes me really sad to know that people are out there that would steal content and they think it's okay. And then for them to steal content and post their own advertisements on someone else's photo is even disgusting. It's even more disgusting to me. So that really upset me today because it involved one of my close friends, and I feel for her. It does not feel good to have your own content stolen. So I do feel for her, and I texted her. That's why I was checking my phone. I texted her to make sure she's okay. But yeah, it really bothers me that that's something that people think is okay, because it's really not. Which brings me to the other thing I want to talk about for this whole Rambling Rose video is originality. How important is it to be original? When you are a tarot reader, and I'm going to just strictly talk about tarot reading experience because you could totally be original in other aspects of your life. But when you are a tarot reader and you are trying to be a little bit different from the crowd, to stand out so that you can make sales and so that your whole brand and your name and everything has just sticks out from the whole crowd of other tarot readers, it is so important to be original. It's important to be original. It is important to just be 100% yourself. It's important to come up with your own content. That's what makes you special, and that's what makes you stand out. And there's a lot of amazing readers that I have come across in the community that are absolutely genuine and have services that I've never even thought of or I've never even, seen before. And I love that. I think that that's so amazing that there's people out there that can come up with so many new cool things. We all have an interesting piece to bring to the table of tarot. If we were all the same and all offering the same exact service with the same exact spread, it would be so boring for the people who seek us out to read their cards. So I think it's just a really cool thing that, we learn how to be independent. We learn how to be original. And we learn the importance of, coming up with original content, because that is what matters. That is what makes you stand out from everyone else. So I think like my number one answer when people ask me, for advice on their tarot business or advice on becoming a tarot reader and how can I stand out from everyone else, or how can I be successful, or how can I get more followers, or how can I get sales? I think like the number one piece of advice that I always offer is be original. Be yourself. Be yourself, because you can bring your own cool things to the table, but at the same time be original. Don't copy everyone else, I think that's the most important thing, is don't copy everyone else, because what is the point if you're copying people? You're not really being yourself. You're trying to be so-and-so, and I don't think that that's cool. I think that you could totally take on mentorship from another reader. I certainly did that. You can totally mimic you know, another reader's style to a point where you eventually figure yourself out and then you come up with your own style. I totally can see that. But to blatantly copy someone else based on their content, the way they look, their website, their name, their blog names, their tarot names, I mean, that to me, that's just so sad because you're not being yourself. And I think that that's sad. I do. I always strive to be different. When you're on Tumblr and you're on the tarot community, it's a huge community, but there are so many different types of readers. And I don't want to stand out. I mean, I want to stand out, but I don't want to look like I am trying to be like someone else, you know? So I've always tried to do my own thing. When you go to my Tumblr blog, it's just my stuff. I will reblog other content from other readers, and just other tarot stuff, but I like to do my advertisement for my stuff my own way, and I create a lot of my spreads, like all of them, and to me it's just like, that's just my thing. That's how I do it. The video readings, it was totally my thing. That is what I do. A lot of people will ask me about the video readings, or they will ask why I don't make them public, or why I make them public. Why don't I make them private? And actually, since we're rambling, I think I am going to start doing that. I think a lot of my tarot video readings will turn into unlisted private videos, just for me and the client to see. And every once in a while I will post a public tarot reading video, because I do think that, you know, I think a lot of people, myself included, I love to watch other people do their tarot readings, would love to see a public video being done. So there will totally still be public readings, but as far as my client videos, the ones that my clients pay for, I'm going to start making them private. So I do feel like that is something that's going to go into effect, if not the end of this year, then for sure January 1st. I really want the Cackling Moon channel on YouTube to become more personal. I want it to be more rambling videos. I want to do other content. I want to do reviews. I want to do like a lot of other stuff. I don't want it to just be overwhelmed with tarot client video readings. But I will still post one every once in a while, especially if I do a reading for myself. I don't mind putting my stuff out there. But I think that, yeah, the client video readings, those are going to start becoming obsolete. Those are going to become private. So a lot of you people who, you know, would ask me, well, why are you doing it public and all of that? I did it public because I wanted people to see how I read. I wanted people to see my style, so that when you decide, am I the reader for you, you can actually see how I read the cards. That is an amazing way for people to kind of see how you do your thing. And then of course I keep all of my readings anonymous. I don't go and give everyone's information. I don't even mention their first name. So a lot of my, or all of my public client video readings are confidential. So that's why I posted on public. But I do feel that the change is going to happen, and I want my YouTube channel to become more tarot. I still want it's tarot based, but it's going to become more personal content, where it's like cool, fun videos and vlogs, and less client readings, because I do know that the client readings take up the majority of the videos that come on here. So yeah, that's basically what's on my mind, was just content, people who steal people's content, and just be original, you guys. Do your own thing. I get a lot of questions about that, about, you know, my tarot name or my business or readings or this and that. And I can give you guys as much advice as I can or want to, but you are who's going to build your own content. Do you know what I mean? Like, Your business is going to become what you want it to be, and how you want it to be. You are the designer and the creator of yourself. I can only give you advice, but it doesn't mean you have to take it. So I think that the biggest advice that I have for people is, if you are starting a channel, or if you are starting a business, or if you're starting your whole tarot journey, be original. Be original, and don't fear doing your own thing, even if it's never been done before, because that's the best. The stuff that has never been done before is the best. New ideas is the best. And there's just so many of us out there, and there's so much that we can offer. So it's nice to have something different to look into. So that's my advice for you guys. What do you guys think about my about my microphone? I got this new microphone here. It's the blue Yeti snow globe or snowball. I don't know. I got this new microphone because I wanted to really work it out and see. I talk loud anyway, but I really wanted to work on doing like readings where I talk a little bit lower and I don't talk as loud. So it'll be really interesting to see if my voice still comes through on the microphone. But let me know what you guys think. That is my new microphone. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is just a quick little video rambling, and leave me comments below, you know, tell me what your guys' feelings are and stuff like that about content creation and people stealing content and being original. If you agree, if you disagree, I would love to hear it. So have a good night, guys. Bye.